Mike and Matt bringing back the mid to late 90s. Mike and Matt bringing back X-Files CCG.
Welcome back, everybody, to a unique special episode of Matt and Mike's X-Files CCG. We have a special guest today, a lot of you are familiar with, Mr. Daxgolding. Welcome, Dax. Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys.
So, Dax, we've wanted to talk to you for quite a while, for as far as interview goes. How did you become associated with the game, and obviously you run the channel? What brought that about?
The game, wow. I guess I've always been, well, I should say first, I've never played it. I don't play it. I don't really understand the rules any more than what I've learned from watching the games that have been played. But I started off really just as a collector. Started off with the trading cards, and I thought the CCG was really cool, and it kind of just went from there. I went to the only convention, X-Files convention in the UK back in '97, where they had a sort of demo of it, but couldn't really find anyone else interested in playing, so I just collected, and it just kind of went from there, really. And now I've got a master set of all the commercially released cards, the Gen Con deck, and a few odds and sods, which are, pretty cool. And that's it. And that was what, 25 years ago. And as far as the Facebook group is concerned, I mean, there was a group out there, and every time I tried to post on it, my posts got deleted, and I tried to contact the admin and never got anywhere. And I think I was a member of I think it's called the Dead CCG Collectors Facebook group. Mm-hmm. And I said, is anyone interested? And a few guys said, yeah. So I set the page up really as a way of showcasing my signed cards, because aside from being a collector of the cards, I like to get them signed, and I thought I'll display them on a Facebook page, and it kind of went from there. I had no idea there were so many people still interested, and then came across you guys.
Which that's interesting you say that, Dax, because you were pivotal with that Facebook group for Mike and I even starting the channel. Like,
really?
We found your Facebook group and we're like, wow, there's over like 20 people that
there's more people than us
that want to watch.
We're not the only two nerds. Yeah, that's really cool. And I know that since our show is somewhat taken off, there's been more people that have joined the channel as well, which is just exacerbated, like these people are coming out of the woodwork and just being like, oh, hey, I'm a nerd too. Can I hang out with you guys? Because nowadays we live in an environment and a society where being a nerd's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not so much when we were in the high school in the 90s, though.
No. Natural nerds, not so cool.
Yeah. And then it's funny that you mentioned that about your experience with the cards, because that's very similar to what happened to Matt and I. The only difference was Matt called me out on it, and he's like, well, we're going to learn how to play. And I'm like, okay, like I just liked X-Files stuff. I didn't know how to play. And you're like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
It's a game. Why would you just look at it?
Yeah.
You have to have people that play it to learn it.
Yep. So one of the things that you do, arguably the best in the industry, and Brian Woodward himself, I showed him one of your cards, and his literal reaction was, holy shit. I mean, it was pretty cool to see Brian Woodward's reaction, considering he was instrumental in the game's the process of the game. Is you make some amazing reproductions of cards, different versions, different cards altogether, agents, adversaries, all that stuff.
Yeah.
What got you into starting to do that? Was it just, hey, I know this actor, he's not on a card, well, screw it, I'm going to make a card so he can sign it? Or
exactly that.
Okay.
I think I've now got 316 signed cards, And I started going to conventions in kind of the mid-90s, and I was kind of inspired because Mitch and Nick Lee did a tour of the UK promoting a VHS release, and I missed it, and I kind of promised myself if ever there was a cast member in the UK, I'd go to the event. And then suddenly you find you're seeing, you know, loads of people who, oh, hang on, they're not on a card. I'll make my own card and have them sign it. And yeah, so it's kind of where it came from.
I know that you send cards, I think, more willy-nilly to people than we do.
Yeah.
Just as far as like, hey, you like this? You give me an idea. Here's your design. Cool. You want it? All right, it's in the mail. And that's awesome, because I just put an ultra rare Krychek in an envelope for somebody that won that little 1013 contest that day. She's like, I really need that card. I'm like, oh, cool, I got one. Here you go. You know, it's fun to be able to give back, and you're doing that in spades, man. You're just tossing cards all over the world. What's up? How can you afford shipping? I know it's expensive for me.
It's all about just keeping the interest in it alive. You know, it's you just do it, don't you? You know, the recent the update of the Mulder and Scully and Skinner card and the Langley cards. Mm-hmm. Basically, I kind of worked out what it's going to cost to ship it, what it's going to cost to produce it, and I said, you know, if you want to cover the costs, I'm happy to do it. But all the other stuff, yeah, you know, it's just fun, isn't it?
It's a lot of fun. Yeah,
it is.
I was amazed when we found your group, and I'm looking through like, whoa, they're interested. And I start looking at your posts with autographed cards. I'm like, seriously? Like, who is this guy? How do you get all these autographs?
Right.
Yeah. Well, there's a few, and yeah, I know it's 316 because I've got so many autographs now. I've got to keep a spreadsheet just to keep an eye on what I've got and what I haven't got. I think I've just clicked over 500 different actors in my X-Files autograph collection, which I guess is, you know, it's not bad going over the last 20x years.
Are there some? I know that you have cards. You showed me one the other day from the actor recently that just passed away, and then I know the actor. I apologize to everyone for not remembering his name, but the actor that played Albert Holstein, was it Red?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it was Red something, wasn't it? Red Feather or something like
that. Floyd Red Crow Westerman.
Red Crow, thank you.
Wow.
So are there actors that you don't have signatures for that have actually been, that, you know, have passed away?
Oh yeah, I think I've got a nice autograph from Charles Nelson Riley, who was Jose Chung, but never got a card from him. Which would have been nice, but then I've got signed cards from most of the main players, certainly from the early years, and you know, guys who I've met either at conventions, you know, Stargate fandom was huge here, and then when there were 2 or 3 conventions a year, and of course being filmed in Vancouver. There's a lot of crossover between the fandoms, so it was great to meet a lot of guys there, you know, who had done work on the show.
Yeah, I actually dated Amanda Tapping for a while.
Oh yeah.
It didn't work out though. She wanted kids, so
Yeah.
it didn't. You know,
if only Amanda Tapping was on a CCG card that no one had seen before.
Wouldn't that be weird? Well, let's talk about some possibilities, shall we?
Sure.
So how many sets of the X-Files cards came out, Matt?
Let's see, there were 3, and then they had another one, I believe, that never actually came out.
They did.
Yeah.
It was known as the 22364 expansion.
Well, that sounds like someone's birthday.
I believe that is Agent Dana Scully's birthday.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, a while ago, when we interviewed Brian Woodward, he was nice enough to provide us with this gigantic book. And what this book is, for those of you that didn't see that video or aren't familiar, is this is the complete expansion for the Scully edition card submission form. So basically they would go through with photograph options, what the card text is, all of that good stuff. And there are some awesome rejections in here from Fox and 1013 Productions, which are just hilarious because they obviously were very bitchy towards each other.
Back and forth.
Yes, very much so. But we were able a while ago, Matt, you took a trip, if I'm not mistaken, to some of the sites from the, you remember that, buddy?
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, some of these sites were, or all those sites.
All
were
the
from
sites.
this set.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're doing something else fun today, buddy. With Dax's help,
Mhm.
we have been able to put together what the adversaries from the Scully set would look like.
I'm not going anywhere.
No, my friend. You
All
can
right.
you can hang out right here, okay?
Okay.
Because I've invited those adversaries to come and hang out with us a little bit.
What do you? Oh, us? So
Mhm.
you'll be there too.
I'm going to be right here with you, buddy.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to check some of these out together, Dax? Maybe talk a lot about them a little bit.
Definitely, yeah. So there were what 10 adversaries that would have been in the set.
Yep. Exactly right. I'm going to start you small. Okay.
Wait, me? I thought you said we're both going to be there.
Well, it's okay. It's
This
okay,
is
buddy.
sounding real suspicious.
It's
Mike.
okay, buddy. So we're going to start with, I think, the one of the craziest ones of all. And the reason why it's crazy is because you read the title of this card and you think, there is no way that David May and all these guys came up with this. There's no way that this is a real card. It is called the Artificially Intelligent Dung-Eating Robotic Probes. Let's bring in the probes, shall we?
What?
See, they're friendly, dude.
How are you doing this?
They're friendly. Yeah.
Okay.
They're real.
Yeah.
All right. So this being from what episode was that from, Matt? Do you remember?
I don't.
It was War of the Copperphages. Is that how you pronounce that?
Whoa, I'd have to see that spelled out.
We can show the actual card right here.
Oh, okay.
See it?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, it was the episode where Mulder totally hooked up with that Bambi chick. You remember that, Dax?
Absolutely. Who doesn't?
Right. And I bet you have her autograph, don't you?
Oh, she had no. I
Oh.
don't have it. She's got a CDG. I've never tracked her down.
Oh man. So this one's kind of a cool effect, pretty simple. Not all of them have cool effects, but this one's kind of cool. It just says the long range combat is skipped and the probes basically make one close range attack,
Mhm.
and that's it. They're done. They're discarded. So kind of just a neat little poke to you, just to remind you that the probes are, they are. See, they're nice.
Aw, kind of cute.
They are kind of cute, right?
Yeah.
I told you we'd start simple.
They just eat dung, so
Just
I don't
dung.
have to worry about
Just
it.
dung, buddy. Not people, not
We're
mats.
good.
Not mats.
Not mats. Okay.
All right, what's next on the list? What's the next one that we got here,
Let's
Matt?
see here. Carl Wade.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
You remember Carl Wade, don't you?
He's not scary at all.
Let's go back to Carl Wade's cabin, shall we?
Oh, wait, cabin.
We're not going anywhere.
Okay, but I can't. Come on, we're going there,
It implies he's there too.
and there he is.
Oh,
At least we're both here, I guess.
It's okay, buddy.
Yeah,
It's
I don't-
okay. He's here. Hey, Carl.
Huh.
All right. Carl Wade is an amazing adversary. We'll put that up. Blah, blah. And the reason why it's amazing, Dax, you familiar with the card Oblique? In fact, you have an Oblique card signed, don't you?
I have yet signed by Jules State,
Okay.
who plays Amy in the episode.
Okay. So the Oblique card, Oblique, however people pronounce it, is an amazing card. Matt and I play that card on each other
Yeah.
as much as humanly possible.
It's a powerful card.
It is. It takes an agent out for 4 turns.
Yeah.
Just crazy. Well, this adversary, is amazing. It's Carl Wade engages 1 person in combat. So I would choose if I played this card. If Carl Wade reduces the agent's health to 0, discard the card and place the agent in the hospital with 3 tokens on it. All right.
Sounds familiar.
You can't even take the agent out of the hospital until not only those 3 tokens are removed, but also the tokens for the agent's health are removed. So
Wow.
it's in essence doubling the amount of damage that does to an agent.
Yeah.
An amazing card.
Well, it's strategic too, because he only costs 4, but he only has a long range of 2 and health 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have to be very systematic how you play that.
I thought you could maybe play that one with the evil one. You have that kid's autograph, I bet, right? That kid's been in a bunch of stuff.
I nearly had him. He was a child actor, and his name's Joel something, I can't think. And I got a line in with his agent. He moved agents. It never happened. The last I saw of him, he was a realtor in somewhere in British Columbia. But no, he's another one. I'll get him eventually.
I'll
get him all eventually.
Nice. So the next one we got is a pretty straightforward, simple card known as
Foreign Operative.
From let's see, that was episode
Nisei.
It was one of the mythology episodes, if I remember correctly. And it's a 5. What is it?
5 cost.
There it is. Okay. So basically, may use subterfuge, martial arts cards. Pretty standard run of the mill. But yeah. He's kind of evil looking though.
He sneaks up on you.
Yeah, he just looks like a dude that just wants to kick the crap out of you.
Yeah, and can.
He probably can, yeah. So
do I remember he's some sort of actual martial arts sensei guy.
He beat the crap. Yeah, he beat the crap out of Mulder in that alley, man. That was amazing. He just like I'm just looking at him the way he's standing there. He wants to kick some ass.
He has a presence.
All right, so the next one we got is, oh man, this one's fun.
You got the Lake Beast, don't you?
We got the Lake Beast.
He's probably standing right behind us too, isn't he? Yeah, probably is.
Now I know of a card that you'll never be able to get signed. Queequeg. That dog, I guarantee you that dog's dead by now.
Nah.
You couldn't even get a paw print autograph.
Couldn't even survive the episode.
But I don't like the Lake Beast, because the Lake Beast straight up killed Queequeg.
Why don't you like because you like Queequeg.
Because Queequeg is awesome.
I love the Lake Beast.
Yeah.
Because it killed Queequeg.
How many answers, Dex, do you get for the Facebook group? Because you one of the questions on there, I believe, is Queequeg the best card ever? I bet you get some really unique ones.
You get a mixture of answers. You get no, I don't know. As long as you get an answer, I don't mind what they say. But obviously the actual answer is no, it's not the worst card, but it's definitely the worst character in the entire series.
How is
Hate the dog.
No, I don't. In the whole series.
Oh, I can't stand it.
It was only there for one episode. It was Clyde Bruckman's.
No, it's two. Isn't it? It's in 2 episodes, isn't it?
Well, okay, because Clyde Bruckman gets rid of him.
Yeah.
Clyde Bruckman dies, and he basically forces Scully to take it. And then the next episode is, with the lake monster, Quagmire.
Yeah. Quagmire. He died in Quagmire.
Oh man!
But I really like, one of my favorite lines is when Mulder's like, "I'm sorry about Queequeg." It's just so like, I don't care.
Yeah, he didn't care.
Yeah.
Totally didn't care. So the next one the next adversary,
as long as it's not Liquid Alien.
it is absolutely Liquid Alien.
The Liquid
behind us
Alien.
again.
I'm not even going to look, because
No.
the deal is, yes, see, he's back. Yeah, he's back there.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking.
It's gonna take one of us.
I'm not looking. So this card, and I gotta say, of all the choices on the expansion form that were here, and of course these were copied, so they're just so old and dated you can't even make out hardly any of them. But Dax, you were able to get the majority of them like pretty much spot on with the images that they eventually decided of. God, this card looks great. This is probably my favorite card that you've made for the set so far. It It really looks great. And then it's also probably one of the most powerful adversaries
Oh, easily by far
that I've ever seen.
Better than Alien Bounty Hunter
Oh yeah, and
for
it's
that high cost.
and it's on that line too. So when this card is played on a team of agents and they make an alien investigation skill check 4+, it's discarded. So this would not be a card you would have in your deck because my deck's based on alien investigation.
Yeah.
However, if they don't, you choose an agent. So in this case, I would pick an agent that you have. That agent now attacks the rest of your team with the skill check or the skills equivalent of the liquidate. Oh, God, I'm looking at it.
Oh yeah, it gets in your
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's long range 6, close range 6, and health 5. And that's basically what that agent becomes as he attacks the remainder of your team. Holy crap. When combat ends, the affected agent or the infected agent is also reduced to 0 health. So ultimately goes to the hospital. So not only are you taking out everybody else's agents, God, but oh man, that agent gets, you get rid of that.
You feel it close.
Yeah, don't look at. He might still be in that silo. So.
Probably. Yeah.
And you know who else? That the scene they selected the image for the card. That scene features Michael Bublé.
Really?
Michael Bublé, the singer or the
Michael Bublé is one of the submariners in that scene.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Was the other one Kenny G?
Kenny G.
That'd be good. No, yeah, I think he's got a bit of acting on his resume. So yeah, you watch the scene back. There he is, a very young Michael Bublé. I'll have to make him a card.
That would be. You could probably hook that up too. You could get an autograph by Michael Bublé. Or that. No, that was more Eddie Vedder-ish.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not good at. I can do like 6 imitations and like 4 of them are Eddie Vedder. So. So the next one we got is kind of a unique adversary. Now he's listed as on the adversary card as a creature, which I find is kind of interesting. Again, maybe something that would have been changed. Louis Cardinal.
Cardinal.
Now, if you remember from the show, Krychek and Louis Cardinal were the 2 assassins that were sent to kill Agent Scully. And instead, they ended up shooting her sister. And then that was bad. And then when they tried to take out Krychek, Louis Cardinal was actually in the car with Krychek. And he got out and Krychek realized they're trying to kill me. And that's where the card explosion comes from. But seemed like a pretty cool character that kind of maintained. And it was nice to finally see him as an adversary because he had been around kind of behind the shadows for a while.
He shoots Skinner.
Oh God, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Wow. Crazy. I forgot about that one.
That's where the effect comes in, right?
I believe you're right. Yeah. So the game text on this one, it's basically, it attacks like a normal agent. If he goes after Skinner, instead of close range, they fight, is it 2 rounds of long range instead or something? I can't remember.
2 rounds of close range.
2 rounds of close range. And then if he attacks Krychek, if Krychek is put in the hospital, all of his equipment gets taken out.
Yeah.
So the text on that was absolutely perfect. In fact, I think on that one, we sort of brainstormed on that one, didn't we? To kind of figure that one out. Because in the book here in front of me, there's no actual game text on it. So we kind of had to figure out, okay, well, how would this work? Yeah, that was kind of fun to kind of put that together. So.
Yeah, you know, the guy, Leno Brightas, the actor, he's a hairdresser.
Nice.
Where?
Right?
Where? I want to go.
At the moment, he's in Uruguay.
Uruguay is not that far.
That's doable.
Yeah. It's a weekend trip.
That's a weekend trip. You know, I have 3-day weekends. I could probably make that happen.
Yeah. He's a hairdresser, barber. I think he's got a salon somewhere. But you know, when COVID hit, I understand that he headed back to Uruguay, and he hasn't come back to Canada yet. I think he said he's intending to, but you know, the world's an odd place, isn't it, at the moment?
All right, so we have another interesting card, Matt. What's this one about?
Napoleon Nietzsche Manley from the list, which is another adversary.
It is. The list is another adversary, and I think he's just
right there. Oh,
yeah.
he's strapped down.
He's strapped down.
We're probably fine.
Yeah. We're good. We're good. Don't worry about it. Another fairly simple adversary, probably because he's so strapped down. You know, long range combat is skipped, and clearly,
right. What's he gonna do from a distance?
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna, you know, shimmy one arm free. He's probably gonna get a couple of swipes at you.
Shimmy and shiv.
Yeah, duck and weave, duck and weave. And the nice thing about this adversary, though, is he engages in one agent of your choice, which not a lot of the adversaries from the original 3 sets allowed you to choose one agent to attack. I mean, a couple of them did, but it was pretty much, you know, you're attacking everybody and they take you out really quickly. But this is like, hey, that one guy I want to take out, which is kind of nice. And a few of them from this set, the Scully set, do that. So that's kind of a neat little feature. So
yeah, they're higher cost, but it's worth it if you actually get to take out one agent.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. So so if he was on, so it's the same guy from the list, so I bet you've probably got that autograph. I bet.
I've got a feeling he's passed away.
Oh man, ooh, awkward.
Oh no.
I'd have to check that, but I've got a feeling the guy whose name escapes me, I've got a feeling he's passed away. So no, he's not one. He's not in my collection, and I'm guessing he probably won't be.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Mm.
So let's move on. You want to talk about the next one?
You probably have the pusher. Yeah.
Pusher.
He's gonna make me look, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna do it.
Do it.
No. No. Hurts my soul.
I know. Why do you think we do this show?
Right? Yeah. You said
Yeah.
we. Feels like me still.
So I love this adversary because it's so far out of the box. We've all talked about abduction. Mm-hmm. You know, it's basically chaos orb from Magic. Then there's the list, which makes you write down the name of somebody and fold it up, you know, and play it. You know, this is another one of those. This is great. Each round of combat, the controller of the team opposing pusher. So if I played it on you, at the start of every round of combat, you have to say either even or odd.
Yeah.
And then you flip over the top card of your bureau deck to your discard pile. And if that number is that number, then I believe combat ends.
I think it's the other way around.
Oh no, it's flip over the top card from your bureau deck. If the cost matches the guess, continue combat as normal.
Yeah.
If you're wrong, pusher may allocate one agent's damage to any one target.
Yeah.
So that hurts.
You kind of lose either way.
Mm-hmm. The health isn't stellar. It's only at health 4. So you couldn't really play this on a team of more than 2 agents and probably get any success out of that feature. Might be nice to play on like just one agent, just with one skill check. Be kind of nice, but yeah, kind of a cool idea. And
it is.
He just kind of hangs out. He hangs out back there, you know.
Yeah, he's harmless, right?
He is pretty harmless.
Okay.
Unless he does that.
Oh.
So Robert Wisdom, who's an acting teacher, an English teacher at a private school in British Columbia, and he was a guest at the X-Files convention, and so I grabbed, that was my version that I did,
cool.
Which is, I made him a bit more expensive, and I picked the Russian roulette scene at the end because I quite like the tension of the scene. But it's interesting how sort of different the actual game concept was from you know what they ended up with.
Very true. Yeah, a lot of these cards, if you look at, so we got an issue of was it not Inquest, Scry,
yeah.
The other day, and it was like one of the original sort of, hey, these are the cards. Not
November,
only
it was like November '96, right?
yeah, and not only were like a lot of the cards changed, but the text changed. I mean, some of these cards, like the next one is a great example. The next one is it's a simple one. I want you to calm down, take a deep breath.
Okay, yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
It's just well, it's Chinese Tong.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll go well.
yeah.
All right.
They're just hanging
Is
out.
it happening right now?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
happening. They're there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on the actual page, the mock-up page, right here, submitted to Fox, and someone says the title does not seem to fit the quote or image. So, and then comments, please respond. Like, like, you know that they sent that, and they're like, dude, I think they're just ignoring us. You know, please respond. We'll send them an email. We can't. It's not invented yet. Well, it's around, but you know, they weren't reusing it. You know, it's just so stupid that this was literally just probably faxed back and forth like 38 times. You know,
because when we looked at that card, we said that the title doesn't seem to make sense because it was the Tong lottery.
Yeah,
and it just didn't kind of. So we used a little bit of creative license, I think, to bring this one to life. And it what do we end up with? The Tong Enforcers.
mm-hmm.
We kind of tweaked it a little bit to keep the essence of what they were trying to do, but trying to make it make sense.
Yeah, and the image that you picked was great. This was another one, unfortunately, that on the actual page here, all you see is blacks.
Yeah.
It's been faxed and copied so many times that there's just no way to tell exactly what it was. And yeah, working with you on these has been amazing because there hasn't been a huge amount of, you know, creative, you know, what's the term I'm looking for? Like we haven't changed a huge amount, but we've changed enough to really make them pop and make them work well, which has been just loads of fun.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the detail on these cards, Dax, is just staggering to me that you're able to create it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they look like legit, like those were the cards that came out. I would never have known.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna move on to my favorite one, dude. My favorite card.
Tell me it's something fun.
Do you like cats?
Yeah, like cats. Like cats.
So if I were to construct a wall,
yeah, what would the wall be of though?
Yeah, what medium would you use to construct a wall?
Something that's related to cats.
How about just straight up wall of cats?
A wall of cats?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. What? Oh.
There's cats everywhere, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is actually just a picture of my house. Yeah, I've just got so many cats, and sometimes. So full disclosure, and you know what, PETA, I checked. This is legal. Give them small amounts of sedatives, and you can stack them like bricks. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And the wall of cats is great, but also kind of a unique adversary, right? And this was another one, I believe, Dax, that we picked the image for this one, did we not?
I got as close to what they intended to use, the one that was, I think, approved by Fox, because although the images are not clear in the blueprint folder, they have very close timestamps, so you can sort of spin through the episode, get to approximately the right time, and then use that image. A lot of the images though are pretty dark, and especially in that scene. Yeah, that one took a lot of work to kind of get right, and I think
great. It looks perfect. Yeah.
It's commonly felt that this is like one of the worst episodes of the original run. Teso dos Bichos.
Yeah.
And I think and they've done a deep dive into this episode with a number of other cards, which maybe we'll talk about another time. But yeah, Wall of
my favorite part about this card, and so again, Brian, thank you so much for giving us this book. We had heard, I can't even remember who it was that I was talking to. It might have been you, Dax. I had heard a rumor that there was a card called Wall of Cats. All right. And I don't remember who exactly I heard it from, but I just remember thinking, like, that is the stupidest idea for a card I have ever heard. Like, are you kidding? Just Wall of Cats, not just like, I mean, if there was a card called A Bunch of Cats, I'd have been like, yeah, I could see that. It's stupid, but I get it. But a wall of cats, a wall. And then when we got this book in,
yeah,
I remember this was the first thing we got the book, and I went, no way. Like, it was real. So to whoever created that card, I guess bravo.
Yeah, well done.
Wow. So, hey, Dax, thanks so much for playing along with us on this. We'd love to talk to you more, definitely. Again, I know you and I are working on some things right now that, oh man, I'm very, very excited for. Excited to announce a couple of things, working with a couple different people, and getting some new items out to everybody, hopefully.
Yeah,
pretty soon. There's a couple of things coming down the pipeline that are a lot of fun. And man, keep doing what you're doing, dude. Like, I know, you remember you posted that card where they're shutting us down because you couldn't get the X-Files. I think it's just the logo on the back they wouldn't do, right?
Yeah, it seems to be, yeah, because I removed the word X-Files, the trademark, photoshopped in something else, and they approved it for printing. So I'd like to have been able to do the cards exactly as they were originally, but it's just not happening, unfortunately.
Well, luckily we were able to get all the tournament cards made with the original logo on the back, and then just our little 25X tournament, so that was really cool to be able to do.
Turned out really good.
It did, yeah. All those cards turned out amazing. We got some of them signed. I literally had just a row of envelopes here that were just stacked up, and I was taking the signed ones and just inserting them randomly without even looking at who got them. So I know that there's some people out there that got some extra autographed cards. And that's all thanks to you, sir, having those contacts. So not only do we thank you, but I know anybody who got those cards, especially the signed ones, owes you a debt of gratitude. So thank you, sir, for that.
Yeah, no problem. They're not going to come around again. I think we agree we wouldn't reprint the tournament ones.
Yep.
So they're done. The other one was the Dr. Luton card.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm lucky enough that I'm friends with Karen and Tom. I've known Tom for years, and it's nice to be able to leverage that friendship a little bit. And they were really cool about it, and had a bit of an anxious wait after sending them the package because it just never arrived.
Yeah, didn't you say they got it? It looked like somebody had opened it and gone through it or something.
Yeah, who knows what happens, in the transatlantic mail. But eventually the stuff arrived, and I got some nice pictures of them signing them. And but yeah, not gonna happen again. But I've got a few other irons in the fire. So I noticed we're at 199 people on the group, so maybe if it clicks over at 200 sort of legitimate people, perhaps we do another giveaway of some sort. But,
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. And I have to thank you personally too, for hooking us up with not only, you know, multiple interviews, but our dream interview.
Right?
David Lewis.
Yeah, David
Yeah.
Lewis. You know, I mean, that was just redonkulous that you were able to hook that up for us. And he's such a great guy, and him and I actually talk occasionally, and it's been an amazing friendship after the interview too. So just amazing. We wouldn't have been able to do half the stuff that we do without you, and we wouldn't get the views and the comments that we get without your Facebook
very
group.
active.
So yeah, let's definitely plan on doing some more giveaways here really soon. You know me, I love giving stuff away.
Oh yeah.
Matt, not so much. Matt likes to hoard things.
Yeah, I try to keep it all.
He
like a
does.
dragon.
Yeah. I protect which people want most.
No, you're just the one that actively is like giving things away, finding out what people want. So you do a lot of work on that.
Yeah, if you guys have ever gotten an envelope from me, you see that our return address is a stamp now. It's because I legit got tired of writing our return address on envelopes.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna spend $10 and just cha-chunk. So like, that's how lazy I am.
Especially the tournament. There's like all these envelopes lined up. Can you imagine doing that by hand?
Yeah. When you just had that happen too, didn't you? Just send out a whole bunch of envelopes to people all over the place?
Yeah, I think I did about 30 in the end. And they've gone all over the place. They've gone into Europe. Like there's a guy, some have gone to France, to Germany, Poland. Oh, crikey, I can't think. Oh, a fellow in Malaysia. So it's, you know, and the guy who won the last giveaway is in Japan. So, you know, it's amazing that everyone's sort of around the world is still interested in it all. It's really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, again, thanks for talking to us, and everybody stay tuned. We got some amazing things coming down the pipe. God, I wish I could tell more, but it would just ruin the surprise.
I was gonna say, I'm amazed you're able to hold on to the
it's hard for me, man. It really is. I really want to tell everybody about the stuff that we're working on, because it's so cool. Like, you
could start to tell them, then we'll just cut it to static to do that. Just so you can get it out there and feel better.
That's true. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. So
just bleep yourself, be like, bleep, 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 and then we're gonna be doing bleep.
Oh man, I totally can add bleeps, can I?
Yeah. Watch how many, because you'll be busy trying to bleep out every word.
Well, again, thanks for playing, Dax. And any other questions for Dax for now? I mean, I'm sure we're going to talk to him again.
We were talking about that. There's so many different things you're involved with, Dax. It's hard to like pinpoint questions, because you have all these autographs. You're doing the Facebook group, like constantly posting things and sending cards to people.
Yeah.
So I just really appreciate you having a talk with us.
Well, it's just fun, mate. It's I mean, we've been in contact for a while, so, and you know, keep up your good work as well. It's an entertaining watch.
Well, we'll call that a deal.
Yeah.
Well, that's a deal right there. You keep doing what you do, we'll keep doing what we do.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, Dax. Well, thanks for joining us, man, and we'll talk to you soon. All right. All right, and you got to do the thing with the fingers and the. I think you got to say something. You got to say
something so it shows up. Well, as you do it,
you got to be talking.
I can barely
you got to. Yeah, you got to be
talking.
Yeah, you got to be talking when you do it.
Right.
I'm pretty sure no one's got anything. Oh, I don't know. What do you want me to say?